Welcome to yet another edition of Personality Larry on Bear TV, the first ethnic satellite TV station across Europe. And of course, we want to say thank you for staying with us. Today, we've got a special program. As usual, there's a lot of issues in Nigeria, and we all do promise that we'll give you the best content from this part of the world every weekend across the globe. And because we're talking about the role of women. Women play a lot of important role in Nigeria, from the household to the public or private sector. There's always a woman there, and they do say that behind every successful man there's a woman somewhere lurking around. Of course, we want to talk about the position of women in leadership and governance. Of course, the role of religion as it played out in our democracy in Nigeria. I've got one of our regulars live with me, and of course, we're going to be talking about this. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome to yet another edition of Personality Larry on Ben TV.
What we don't do is just to say that it's high time. You know, we as Nigerians, we can pass the buck as much as we want, blame somebody else. And the sooner we realize that, the better for us.
There is an objective problem because Nigeria, thanks to the dullards who have governed for a long time.
What about those who manages the airline? Are we training them? The answer is no.
We established the concept of governance, of good governance, and just create a new society. And that's the evidence you see.
Nigeria is the fourth producer of cocoa in the entire world. Interestingly, Ondo State produces about 30% of Nigeria's output in terms of cocoa. We want to leverage on that.
We've seen ourselves taking quite a few things we made on ground to completion levels, initiating new areas, putting new things we intend to take to completion levels before the end of our tenure.
We reject jungle justice in its entirety. There is no place for it under the law, and whosoever participate or allowed jungle justice to be done around him will face the wrath of the law.
What brought you into politics, and what are you doing presently in politics?
Well, I came into politics because I looked at the whole scenario, and I found out that majority of the people are running away from politics.
All of those people responsible for pardoning the ministries, it will be difficult now for this group of people to feel that they'll be safe even if they pardon.
My brother, if you see the obscene amount of money that these governors are taking as security vote, you will win for this nation. That's another way of stealing Nigeria's wealth.
If we have so much religious institution, we have so much churches, we have so much mosque, who are the people going to all of these establishments? They are human beings. They are people that are working in the different parastatals that we are crying about. So that means the messages they are hearing in the churches and the mosque, they are not impacting their lives. There's something is wrong with the system.
I therefore pray for every woman watching right now for grace for you to rise up and be the best you can be for God, so you can be an influence in your community.
Prophecy is not to create panic or tension, but is to warn you against impediment doom ahead of you.
Nigeria does not have a constitution. The constitution we have in this country is totally flawed.
They should go and treat Zaraki first before they start accusing any other person in the house.
He should be jailed, not even sacked.
Today, Pastor Barry, you've been very consistent in matters of public policy, and of course, we appreciate you for coming on our program today. Interesting program. Hope you enjoyed it like I enjoyed as well. Keep watching Personalities with Larry. Welcome to the program.
Oh, Larry, thank you for having me on set once more. I'm so glad to be with you again once more, discussing about the affairs of our nation.
Fantastic. You're so passionate when it comes to Nigeria. Why is that?
Do I have any other country? Every Nigerian should be passionate. Every citizen of every nation should be passionate about their nation. Nigeria is a very wonderful nation. Though we are going through our diverse issues, I believe we'll come out of the woods. I'm one proud Nigerian, despite everything we're going through. I believe, having the right leadership in place, as we navigate through the terrain of democracy, that we'll come out well, and Nigeria will be where it ought to be at the right time.
Okay, fantastic. You you've been the voice of the women and of course an activist. You're also a founder of a ministry that's in the Christendom.
Yeah.
Let's look at Nigeria now. The role of religion in our democracy. Is it bad or good? Because politicians have always used that as a divide, as a tool for their politics. And of course, this is not good for our democracy. You know, a lot of politicians who embrace general overseers, of course, men of God, and of course in the Islamic sect as well, to who votes from the electorate. Is this good for our democracy or bad?
It's in between, Larry, because all over the world right now, and Nigeria being one of the major countries when it has to come to religion, you know, we are the biggest nation in West Africa, and generally maybe Africa as a whole also. And Nigeria is one of the most evangelized nations on the face of the earth. And you find out that religion plays a central role in people's life, day-to-day living. It mirrors, you know, their mind in the decisions they want to make about their lives, about their family, and about their nation. They kind of have belief that, okay, if somebody has a specific religious inclination towards what they believe in, it will help them to decide who will favor them in, you know, supporting the cause of their own beliefs concerning their faith. So religion plays a central role in, you know, in most nations of the world, not just Nigeria right now, but Nigeria own is really, really dynamic. And we can see with what happened in the last general election of our nation. But unfortunately, it has become a tool between the politicians and the religious leaders. That cannot be hidden. It is very glaring. We can see it. The religious leaders see it as a way for them to, you know, come into the community of Christians and Muslims as a whole and, you know, excite them about what they have to offer in line with their religion so that they can buy the Christian votes or buy the Muslim votes according to what they have in mind. And a lot of religious leaders also are capitalizing on it as, you know, as a tool to also make it has become an enterprise to make money for their pocket and not thinking about the people's interest anymore. They are not thinking about the generality of the masses, and it's such a shame on both parts, both on the politician side and both on the side of the religious leaders. And it's a bad thing to a major extent, and it has really affected us also in with everything that is happening to us right now, you know, as a nation.
Okay, we've done about 17 years of consistent democracy, and when you see election year, you see people coming out to say, okay, you're a Muslim, you've done it 4 years, you've done 4 years, we want a Christian to be the governor or the president. You need to be, you can have a Muslim ticket, you can have a Christian ticket. If you look at this mix now, it's very, very worrisome that politicians use this as campaign strategies. Do you believe religion should, at any point in time, be mixed with our politics?
To some extent. To some extent, it should not, because you know when you're especially with our nation that we have diverse religious interests.
It's not stipulated in the constitution.
It's not stipulated. It's not stipulated. But like I said earlier, religion plays a major role in people's lives, in people's decision about their family, about education, about, you know, the economy. So many things people just bring religion in, and you see it is so bad when a politician who is elected into office now begins to deal with the people according to religious interests. That is bad. But the reality of what we face as a nation is that people will be guided about their decision because of their religion. And that is the fact that it has been mixed, it's interwoven, and it will be very, very difficult, you know, in this state and time to believe that you can separate people from politics and religion.
So it has been mixed together.
It has been mixed together. It has been mixed together, and that is the reality, not just in Nigeria, even in the United States. If you were following this last election in America, it was the religious body, you know, the evangelicals, that propel and push the Trump ticket more than any other group in America, and that is because they felt that what was upholding the nation's what America was founded upon, which is believing in God. You know, a lot of those things, a lot of those beliefs are being eroded. A lot of things were being taken out of, you know, what Americans believe in concerning education. They believe in Christianity. America, to some extent, is a major Christian nation, and they have a lot of core values that have been woven around their beliefs. So when, you know, the evangelicals came on board to support Trump, despite a lot of odds and a lot of things people think were not right concerning Trump, they supported him because they believe he will bring back and uphold some of the beliefs American has always, you know, upheld from the foundation of the United States. So religion plays a major role, you know, in politics and in all of these things.
Let's look at Nigeria as a country now. In your earlier submission, you said it's a very deeply religious country.
Deeply religious,
which
yes.
we know. But irrespective, this does not show in the behavior of an ordinary Nigerian man or woman on the street.
True.
Why is it so? We have a lot of churches, you have a lot of mosques, people so much have that religious belief, but it does not.
It's not reflecting on the society.
On the society.
Yeah.
The decadence in the society is so much that you just wonder, what kind of people are we?
It's terrible, and I totally agree with you, and it's one of the things I've been advocating about, because if we have so much religious institution, we have so much churches, we have so much mosque, who are the people going to all of this establishment? They are human beings. They are people that are working in the different parastatals that we are crying about. They are the ones in the leadership position. They are the ones in the position of authority. They are in the highest and lowest office in the land. So that means the messages they are hearing in the churches and the mosque, they are not impacting their lives. There's something is wrong with the system. So it's either the leaders of the churches themselves, they are not focusing on the issues that will affect the soul of their followers and their congregation. They are not majoring right now, especially with what we are experiencing in Nigeria, and this is to the leaders of the churches and mosques also. We have a lot of role. The face of the nation is the face of Nigeria is the face of our church and our mosque. Let us not deceive ourselves. Let us not gloss it over, and let us not sweep it under the carpet. Everything that is happening in the nation right now, because we are so religious as a nation, the face of our nation is the face of our church, because the spiritual controls the physical. If these people are hearing the right messages outside a lot of other mundane things that our leaders in the churches are concentrating on, our nation will not be like this. Because if they are hearing the right messages, and if they hear messages of conviction, especially, let me talk about my own constituency that I know about, Christianity. If they begin to teach more of the messages of the foundation of Christianity, which is based on the conviction of, you know, living a life that is not of sin, living a righteous life, moral uprightness, so many things that will help your spirit man to grow, which will begin to affect your relationship and your work with other people, which will spill over into your day-to-day activities, especially in your place of work as a leader or as a politician. Then we'll see a change in our nation. Then something is wrong in the system. They are not hearing enough. I'm saying enough. They are not hearing enough of the message they ought to hear at this hour. I think most of our churches and our mosques should begin majorly right now, because of the way our nation is with what we are going through and with what the nation is sliding into. The messages in the church and the mosque should change. It should change so that the people's lives can be affected and we can feel the impact in the nation right now.
Do you believe political office holders should be voted for based on religion?
Just like I said, it will be very hard, very difficult to separate the two. I do not believe somebody should be voted on based on their religion, but that will also play on people's mind. But people should be voted for based by what they have to offer you, based by their track record. You want to find out, before you vote for anybody, you want to find out about their character, their beliefs, their interest, with their interest and what they believe in and what they are bringing on board concerning the nation. Will it favor you as a person, not as a religious group? Will it favor your community? Will it favor the nation as a whole? What track record does this person have? And do you know How many people really know this person and they can tell you about this person's character, this person's belief, not just them coming out to say it now as a politician, because a lot of politicians come on board when it is time to vote and they begin to tell a lot of lies. You know, people have to have track records about their beliefs, and you will know by the time you ask around. They have families, they have friends, they have groups, and maybe they have NGOs and all of those things. What have they done in the areas of their belief? Is this something they woke up to begin to tell people that this is what I'm doing, and they go to form a group in the short time of when they are looking for a political office? No. You have to follow people's track records, measure and ask questions about their lives, and know if what they are bringing, their policies and whatever they are going to bring on board, will favor you as a citizen of this nation. And we should get to a point in Nigeria where you don't vote for people because of your religious beliefs, but that will be hard because you want to believe that somebody that have the same mindset concerning your religious belief will help you and will do the right things. And you want to vote for people that will not come and bribe you with just a bag of rice, a quarter bag of rice and 500 naira. A lot of people are selling their birthrights in this nation, Nigeria, for 500 naira. And that was what has been happening from one dispensation to the other. But look at where it has gotten us now. We have to get to a point in Nigeria where every Nigerian will rise up and say, no more. And no more lies. In fact, I've been on social media and I've been seeing some politicians that have interest for the 2019 election year to for presidency and all of those things. You start seeing them now going up and down drinking pure water, going on the streets and they want to now start psyching up the masses, because you see the power of election belongs to the masses. It belongs to the poor. They are the ones that will stay in that sun, in that rain, to go and vote for you or whoever comes on board. But now they are going out now, the same pure water that they will not drink in their house, they are going out taking pictures and drinking it to begin to psych up the mind of the poor masses. I want to tell the masses of Nigeria this time around, do not be deceived. All these people are liars. Watch their lives. What have they done for us so far? Okay. And let your orientation change and look for people that will have your interests in mind, as you know, as a citizen of this great nation.
Okay. Before we go into the other segment of the show, I need to just round up this segment with this. You as a founder of a religious ministry in Nigeria, a fast rising one for that matter, how do you see religion helped in reshaping the society and creating a kind of consciousness for our people that what is bad and what is good is good. Nigeria is a country where good is bad and bad is good. How do you change this around?
To tell you the truth, Larry, even though we are experiencing a lot of misconception about religion, Christianity, Islam and all of that, a lot of truthful religious organizations have helped in changing some aspect of decay in the society. I know good ones that are doing great work. Sometimes a lot of other bad people just rub off on the real, genuine people. We all know that. Without an original note of naira, you cannot get a counterfeit. So wherever you see counterfeit, there's also an original. There are true Christian bodies. There are true Muslim bodies taking care of people, changing people, rehabilitating people, and changing their concept and mindset too, so that we can have a better environment and a better society to live in. Let me talk on my own ministry.
Just briefly.
Very briefly. Yes. I have an organization for over the years that rehabilitates destitutes, drug addicts, street girls and all of those things. We encourage poor widows, single mothers, the poor and the less privileged in general. We counsel people and try to change their orientation and their mindset to be good citizens of this country. And I know a lot of major colleagues in ministry in the Christian body that are even doing far greater work. They are doing it. It's just unfortunate that we don't have enough of them. Okay. And the few bad ones have really rubbed off on the image of the good ones. That's what is actually happening.
That's great. I'm enjoying the discourse so far. And of course, I think we've been able to inform a lot of people about what you think should be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
On that note, I need to go for a short break now. We'll be right back. Don't go away, don't flip the dial. We'll be just right back. Yes, we are back. It is Personality with Larry, as usual. And of course, we got a very interesting personality on our program today, Dr. Apostle Elisha Maide. We've been talking about religion as it affects our democracy in Nigeria. And now on this segment, we're going to be talking about women in politics. A lot of women are shying away from politics in Nigeria due to a lot of reasons. But my guest is also a woman who's an activist, a religious leader, and very much interested in politicking. So we're going to be talking about the role of women in Nigerian politics now. And let's look at women in governance and leadership roles in Nigeria. Do you think a female can someday emerge as the president of Nigeria?
I believe that absolutely. In fact, the time is due for a female president to arise in Nigeria. So we've given the men a lot of opportunities, and a woman should come on board and give it a try. And I seriously believe
can you run for the presidency?
I can run for the presidency because I'm a woman.
Without to do that?
By the grace of God, I do. You see, we've gotten to a stage in Nigeria where we need somebody with compassion, and most importantly, somebody with the fear of God. These two, ingredients have to work together: fear of God and compassion, and somebody that can really identify with the suffering and the situation of the people. Until we have this combination in leadership concerning who is going to take over the reign of the affairs of this nation, I'm sorry to say we'll continue to experience what we are presently experiencing right now. Because there are a lot of personal interest, religious interest, and concerning the people that are, in our leadership position in our nation. And that really has to change.
We've seen in the past administration, we've seen women in power who actually soil their hands and put their hands in the cookie jar.
Just like I said, some few rotten eggs can actually spoil all this. But we've also seen a lot of great women like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. She did very well, and a lot of things that were used against her, a lot of things that were sent against her was because she was in the Jonathan administration. But she came on board and she did some very, great changes in the area of the economy of our nation. And if you are talking about some women soiling their hand, I think we've only had 1 or 2 records of such women.
But does that portend any good for Nigerian women in politics?
Because that's just a few minority. I don't think it will prevent any other woman coming on board and people not having confidence in a woman, taking a leadership role. We have great women that have done great stuffs for our nation, and we should actually give them kudos for that.
And you are looking up to that too?
I'm already a great woman. I'm already doing great stuff, but I want to take it to the next level. Because of what we are experiencing in our nation, I want to take it to the next level. Yes.
Fantastic. I will look forward to that. Let's look at our society, our Nigerian society, due to our culture and our beliefs. Many still believe that it's a man's world, and the women are meant to be submissive, either in the inner room or the other room.
That was a major one.
What's the take on that?
You see, a woman can be submissive in the other room. She can play a role in the different dimension of who she has been called to be as a woman. She can be a woman in the bedroom. She can be a woman in the living room. She can be a woman in the kitchen, and also be a leader in the society. If I have to talk from my constituency and from what I read in the scripture, there were a lot of great leaders in the scripture, like Deborah. She was a judge in the whole nation of Israel. She led the people right. We have Queen Esther, though she was the wife of a king, but she played a major leadership role in her time. The stories abound, in the scriptures, and that did not negate their responsibility towards their family. We really have to understand that a woman knows how to multitask a lot. Women have dual personalities when it comes to multitasking. They are able to handle several portfolios at the same time. And it does not a strong woman, a woman that has a leadership quality, can handle so many portfolios without one affecting the other.
Okay, with the low representation of women in our National Assembly now, how do you encourage women through your ministry to take active role in our democracy?
Actually, we've been encouraging seminars and discussing with women to actually go in and participate in in politics. It's such a shame that in the nation we have almost 48% of representation of the figure of women in Nigeria, and if you have to look at the different offices they are holding, we don't have that sort of margin, of women holding such position in politics or in leadership position and all of those.
Jonathan gave 30%.
He did, and he did very well in that area. But this administration is really poor on that. I really have to say that, very, 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 very poor, and that really needs to change. And the major obstacle women always experience in our sort of setting is our African mindset, cultural and traditional. Just like you said that a woman belongs to this, just go and stay in the kitchen, be the wife to your husband, take care of you, But you see, a woman's role is really very important, because a lot of issues that affect nations, that affect the society, affects the woman almost more, 100%, almost more, because when something, the society actually starts from the home, Larry.
But the scripture also said that the woman should be submissive.
Nobody is stopping you. Can be a leader and still be submissive to your husband. If you are not submissive to who God has placed over your life, then that is a personal problem with you as a person. That does not negate your responsibility towards your husband. Every woman, no matter how highly placed you are, you must submit to your authority. You must submit to your leadership, your husband, who is the head of the family. If your husband is saying don't do this, and you really want to do it, you have to get to a place where both of you sit down and you discuss about it and come to a place of consensus to be able to do what you want to do, and for your husband to give you blessing.
Okay. A lot of Nigerian women in diaspora who has gathered a lot of wealth of experience over the years living in diaspora. They have the energy, they have the wisdom, but they're looking at Nigeria as a no-go area for politicking. How do you encourage these people?
It's because of what we have been seeing in the terrain till now. But I want to use this broadcast as an opportunity to encourage a lot of women. You see, if everybody is shying away, if you are afraid of the current status quo of, if we have to look at the margin of the women that are in the politics, that are even already occupying a leadership position, it's not encouraging, it's scary. And if we have to look at the mindset of Africans, and especially Nigerian, and our male counterpart, you can actually want to hide your head away and not want to be part of the murky waters. But if everybody is shying away and we don't come in there to take the reign of affairs, to change the future of this nation, to put our destiny in our hands and say, no more, we can't allow this to go on, then unfortunately we are going to be saddled with what we are presently experiencing, and it will continue for a very long time. You should not be afraid as a woman. Whatever God is laying in your heart, every woman cannot be in politics and every woman cannot be a leader, but we can gather ourselves around and support whomsoever has the grace, whomsoever has the guts to want to go out there to say, no, we need to go and give birth and channel the course of this nation into the right position. And that is what somebody like me, I'm ready to go out there to do, by the grace of God.
We look forward to that, and of course, I'm hoping 2019 is going to be a very hot one.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, because I'm saying it boldly, by the grace of God, not by my power, God keeping us all alive. I want to be out there. We will have to fight for the destiny of our nation, because what legacy are we going to leave for our children or our children's children and for the generation of their children? If Nigeria is presently the way it is, then I think a woman has to go in there and give a rebirth, position the neck or the head of...
Does that mean the men have failed?
I don't want to really say that. You see, the men will come back. They are very crucial to anything that will also happen in a nation. They will come back. They will still be where God wants them to be, and they will still do what God wants them to do. But I seriously believe a woman should go and do a rebirth, and a man will come in and claim it again and push the nation to the next level.
Dr. Elisha Maide, we want to say thank you for time with us, and of course we hope to see you as usual.
Thank you so
on this
much.
program time and time again.
Thanks you.
Thanks for your
I'm
time.
so glad to be here, and I love this discourse. Very interesting.
Fantastic.
God bless you.
Yes, it's been an interesting discourse with a woman that you all know. She's been a regular on this program. We've been talking about the position of women in governance and leadership, and of course the role of religion in our democracy. We've been consistent for 17 years now, and of course talking about religion, it's a kind of unifying point for a lot of Nigeria. We spoke on this. Hope you enjoy that. Next week is another date. Keep watching Personals with Larry on Ben TV.
Good afternoon, beautiful people. We are here in the city of Lagos, and of course it is third edition of Lagos Grill and Barbecue Festival. You know, 2 years ago it was great. Last year it was fantastic, and by what I'm seeing so far, this year is going to be magnificent. And there's a lot of people that have came here, you know, just to spice our life with grill, you know, with barbecue and all the rest. But don't worry. For the rest of the program, I'm going to be your NAFDAC official. And NAFDAC, those are the people that control food in Nigeria. I'll be testing everything on your behalf. So let's go and see what this third edition holds in stock for us. Still at the third edition of Grill and Barbecue Festival in Lagos. It's happening, the hub of entertainment in Africa, and I've got Sean Barbecue here, and your fish look inviting.
Actually, the fish is exclusive to our company. That's Catfish Barbecue, and we make best of it.
Oh, you make best for it. What makes your own to stand out, that give it that unique taste from the other?
Because we're close, slow cookers. We don't grill under high heat. We slow cook our food. Okay. So I think that's one of the secrets.
Okay, so how long has Sean Barbecue been in business?
Wow. These are 28 years on the grill. Yeah.
20, that's massive.
And we happen to be the best grill. We got the best grill award last year from Taste of Lagos.
Wow. You can see you are missing out if you are not here. Don't worry. I will taste it on your behalf. Then I'll give you feedback. At Lagos Grill and Barbecue Festival, and I have right here with me the man or the brain behind KHD Chef Services. Nice meeting.
Thank you. My name is Akinwumi Ajayi.
Okay, why do you choose to be part of this event?
You know, this is Lagos, and when you have a grilling festival around here, then it's wow to be here.
Okay, so what makes yours different from others?
Wow, here in KRD Chefs, we do intercontinental and local food. Okay. We do best of Chinese food in Africa.
Wow, I hope Nigeria and the diaspora are listening to that, so that when you come back home, you've got a chef here. Okay.
We do the best Chinese food in Africa. Just, you can order for a delivery and you check it out. We do home services as well.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a wife at home who doesn't cook all the time or who is very busy, you can order for a pot of soup, order for your weekend food, Friday till Monday. You don't have to stress your madam at all.
Okay, you can hear that. You don't need to stress your madam. But to confirm that I'm going to test it on your behalf, then I'll give you feedback.
Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, we got 8 finger licking here. 8 finger licking. Sorry, that's all. I've got the man behind the whole stuff. So why did you choose to come to a Grill and Barbecue Festival?
Okay, first of all, I'm a barbecue enthusiast. So I love everything barbecue. I've been barbecuing for the past 17 years, and I see it as an opportunity for me to meet other pit masters and other barbecue personalities, to share ideas and to have fun, to make people happy. Basically, we're here to make people happy.
Okay, what makes your barbecue unique from others?
Okay, because I have a signature sauce all the way from Calabar. I mean, if you taste our Ntong sauce, it's a barbecue sauce that comes with the fish. You want more?
Wow. I'm going to taste that on your behalf. We'll be right back.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay now, pẹ̀lú stock fish, that's all. Fún mi ní plantain, oh yes. Àti fresh fish, sake and pọ̀nmọ́, àti mọ́ínmọ́ín. Coleslaw, yes, mọ́sọ̀, salad, Chinese, pepper steak, puff puff, samosa. Ẹ má jẹ́ pọ̀ jù, I dey wash my way.
Yeah, one of the vendor here goes by the name Cosmo Fish Bole. And I want to ask, is your bole different from others?
Yeah, it's very, very different. It's very unique and very tasty.
Okay, very unique and very tasty. I'm going to confirm that, so to let you know. So why did you choose to be part of Lagos Grill and Barbecue Festival?
For people to know me, for awareness and all that.
Oh, okay. I can see some fishes. Are they edible?
Sorry?
The fish, I saw some fishes. Are they edible?
Yes, they are. They are.
Okay, and they taste nice.
Yes, very spicy.
All right. So, what would be your message to Nigeria in diaspora who would like to come and do something in Nigeria very soon?
They're very affordable and very unique, so they should come and have fun.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for sharing your thoughts.
All right. Thank you.
It's a Grill and Barbecue. What should we expect from you today?
Everything sweet, everything yummy, everything juicy.
Okay. It's only meant for children, but have you seen children pass tonight?
It's meant for everybody. It's a very hot day, so if you're in the mood for something cold and juicy, we're here for you.
Okay, so what makes your service different and unique from others?
Well, so far I've seen we are the only person here that's offering candy. Everything candy. So we have the snow cone, we have the cold stone, we have popcorn, and we have candy floss.
What would be your message to Nigeria in diaspora as they are watching? Maybe if someday they will come home to come and do something.
To the Nigerians in diaspora, you're missing a lot right now. Head on down to Nigeria, or you can follow us at Candy Rush NG to see what we're about.
Thank you for sharing your thought with us. All right, we can say that there are beautiful family here enjoying the Easter period. Mother, are you having fun?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay. So since you've been here, you've had the taste of some of the things they have in stock. How do you feel?
Great.
Oh, okay. So what will be your message to Nigeria and diaspora? Are they missing or they?
Wow, they are missing a lot. We're doing good here.
Oh, okay.
It's fun in Nigeria, yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you for sharing your time with us.
Yeah,
What's the name, man?
Mrs. Waponle.
Waponle family here. I have my daddy right there. Sad, happy Easter.
Same to you.
Okay, I can see that you are battling with it. Are you enjoying it at all?
Of course. Once in a while. After hustling and bustling of Lagos, we come here to relax. To relax, and this is Easter. To celebrate the resurrection of our Lord and our Savior. And to give a family an outing, good outing. Yeah.
Wow, okay, what would be your message to Nigeria and diaspora they are watching on Ben TV London?
It's happening right here.
Okay.
It's happening right here in Nigeria. I wish them good wherever they are and wish them happy Easter. But it is good to be at home with the loved ones. Wish all Nigerians happy Easter.
Thank you, sir. Music, body no be firewood. Wow, fantastic. How do you come about that?
Yeah, I mean, the song itself. Yeah, I was in the studio. I was just being creative, man. So from there, and I wrote the song and performed.
So how do you feel being the first performer of this afternoon?
Well, for the way it all started, man, I wasn't really happy. But I mean, at the end of the day, people love the song, and that's what it's about. It's about moving on. And yeah.
Have you had any taste of the grill or barbecue?
I haven't. You can't see I'm sweating. Like I want to be done and just go and relax, and then have something to eat. That's all.
Right. What message will you have for Nigeria and diaspora they are watching on Ben TV London?
Oh, everybody, man, Nigeria is cool. You guys should. Anyway, just find a way of helping, developing the culture, the people, represent us the best way, and we're trying as much as possible to, one love from here, that's much.
All right, can you still drop that line, body no be firewood?
Body no be firewood, and I hope say you they want me to. Oh, no. Yeah, it's your boy Genius, aka Mr. One Zillion Man, and this is Ben TV London.
Thank you, all right.
Jazz.
Yeah, somebody told you before that you sound like Ashadi.
Well, she's dope, so yay, thank you.
Okay, how do you feel performing this afternoon?
Well, Superman, I love Giddy, the Grill Fest, so this is my first time and it's been amazing.
Oh, okay. Do you have a taste of the grill and barbecue?
Soon. I just got in here to perform, so very soon I should.
Okay, can you give us one of the line of that your music? 1, 2, buck my shoe.
I said 1, 2, unbuckle my shoe. See me busy getting ready for you.
All right, that's a wonderful one. I wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
The energy drink market in Nigeria has welcomed the entry of Big Volt from Archie's Nigeria Limited, producers of the well-known carbonated drink known for its enormous size, Big Cola.
Please cut, nip, and show our cases of Big Volt concealed neatly. Thank you very, 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 very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So this is the official launch of Big Volt today. Members of the press, please take your pictures. You can see the background upon which our Big Volt is on. You can see how colorful it is. Yes, thank you.
The launch of the new product comes after the success and growth of Big Cola, a worthy opponent for other fizzy drinks in the country. The product launch, which was held on a boat cruise, served as a means to celebrate and also encourage Archie's distributors.
Was done, okay, yeah. All of a sudden, on came the lights, and everything was feeling right.
The award-winning brand event launch was graced by top distributors, marketers, and full of colors, fun, and merriment. Ben TV caught up with distributors who spoke on the sales and why the product is clearly distinctive.
Big Volt is very, very good. Big and very, very profitable.
Big Volt is a family name. I'm one of the family. We started with Big Cola, and Big Cola is a household name in Nigeria as far as soft drink is concerned. It's a hot cake in the market. And then, no doubts, the exploit the Big Cola did in the market, no doubt Big Volt will do more than that.
The Volt is a good energizer. Like when some people are running away from taking any sugary drink because of the side effects, I think it's best for matured and even the green, the youth. So it's a nice drink.
Big Volt is an energy drink that within the market, I think is the biggest energy drinks so far, and is new in Nigeria, and I think is an international product.
Speaking to the press, CEO Big Cola Nigeria, Theo Williams, spoke on the appropriate age of consumers for the drink and why Big Volt is giving other energy drinks a tough challenge in the sales market.
When one looks at the energy drink segment, at the prices, they are really limited to the exclusive. We have produced an energy drink, and that's for the mass market. We are now going to do what we've done before. We changed the face of the soft drinks industry. I didn't say so, the media said so. And we are going to now change the face of the energy drink market by continuing to offer more for less. We have the biggest energy drink, which is 650 ml, and the closest one to us is 440 ml. So yeah, we are going to offer a product at a most affordable price, more for less. We are going to go back and democratize soft drinks, but call it energy this time. And that means right down to grassroots level, we are going to be able to offer a zing to everybody.
The event was a success with a great turnout. Big Volt is now available at different stores across the country.